Hey everyone, my name is Jaitni and I am a mindset and nutrition coach. I help clients cope with stress, depression, or anxiety through healthy habit formation, making lifestyle changes, and incorporating proper nutrition. So every week I drop a wellness related video. So if wellness interests you and anything to do with wellness excites you, then please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're more of a reader and you'd rather read my wellness related blogs, then make sure to subscribe to the blogs. You can also follow me on Instagram. It is at Imperfect Bodies by C. Modi. Don't worry, I'll drop all of this in the description. So today's topic is how to meditate without actually meditating. So in my experience, usually when I mention meditation or anything to do with meditation, the typical reaction is my mind works way too fast to meditate. Or another reaction is, I can't even sit silent with my eyes closed for 5 seconds, forget meditating even for 5 minutes. I get that. That's how I used to be as well. So totally understandable. But like other habits that you develop, meditation is very similar. The more you make it your own, the easier it's going to be to establish it as a consistent practice. But the more you influence it with shoulds, buts, ifs, and ands, the harder it's going to be to stay committed to it. So in this week's video, what I'm going to do is share some non-traditional ways of incorporating meditation into your life, and then use that as a stepping stone for advancing your practice if you feel inclined or when you feel ready. So what I'm going to share with you, these are really simple, really effective ways. It's not just about sitting in a quiet spot, closing your eyes, and saying Om for 5 minutes. It's a little bit more than that, because ultimately, the point of meditation is to be aware, is to be in a flow state, and is to accept where you are in this given time and circumstance. So tip number one is walking while observing. Don't do this for the steps, really. Just do it. Just go on these walks to observe and to find the beauty around you and to find the beauty within yourself. Use it as a way to reconnect with nature and to reconnect with yourself. So, leave your headphones behind, leave your humans behind, leave your phone behind, and just take yourself and enjoy a stroll or enjoy even a fast-paced walk. But remember to just look around you. Whether you live in a concrete jungle or you've lived in the same place for decades, I promise you, you will still find something new, something unique, or something that catches your eye every single day. There's always going to be something that brings a smile to your face or that helps you reconnect with yourself or rekindles a really nice memory. So the point of these walks is, not to get your steps in. If you get your steps in, that's fantastic, but that's not the purpose. The purpose really is to realign with yourself and to be present and to be in the moment. Because again, that's another way of meditating without having to sit in one place, shut your eyes, and recite something in your head. Tip number two is visualizing. So this is something that my coach would have us do when I used to do track and cross country the day before a meet or the morning of a meet. And what we would do is just lie down on the track, and coach would just have a whole spiel ready, and we would close our eyes and relax. And she would have us imagine our track, exactly where we were running, what we would see, how long it was going to take us, what it would feel like when our body was getting really tired, but we still had to push through, and what it would feel like when we would cross the finish line. And it was a way to prep, because when you start to visualize, you start to think more about it. You have that confidence and you have that push to keep on going. So it's also another way to connect with your subconscious. It's another way to get yourself ready and ready to go. So you can always try visualizations. You can do them guided, non-guided. It is a slightly more traditional way, but it's one of the easier ones. You can find, guided meditations on an app, or you can even go on YouTube. You can lie down and close your eyes, or you can sit upright and have a soft gaze and not shut your eyes, and that's totally okay as well. But the point is to visualize a goal or somewhere, or a dream or whatever it is that you want to achieve. And that can make a huge difference in reconnecting with your goals, and realizing that you have what it takes in you to actually achieve your goals. So you can always try visualizing, because it works and it's pretty magical. The most important part of visualizing is to be comfortable and is to connect with your body. Sometimes when I'm meditating, regardless of what kind of meditation I'm doing, I will notice that my breath has quickened, or I'm really scrunching my eyebrows, or I'm clenching my jaw or my fists. So when you're visualizing, just still be aware in your body, and really pay attention to how much you're tensing different parts of your body, because the goal is to also start to loosen your body, right? And to just kind of be in the moment and be in a flow state. And then tip number 3 is Tai Chi. So Tai Chi is another kind of moving meditation, like walking. But with Tai Chi, it's a little bit more purposeful, because these are slow martial arts moves that you're doing, and they kind of, one move flows into the other. It's very calming, it's very soothing, and the beauty of Tai Chi is that, everything is anchored to your breath. So you're not just mindlessly moving your body, you're not just mindlessly moving your arms, but you are breathing in and out as you perform the different moves. It's very low impact. It is a low impact exercise, but it does engage your mind, your breath, and your entire body. So give Tai Chi a try. You can either go to a class and do it in a park. There are a ton of videos on YouTube that you can use too. So, on that day when you're feeling a little off, and it seems like a workout is not on the agenda, you can come back to yourself and come back in yourself by trying Tai Chi. Then tip number 4 is breath work. And again, don't complicate this. You don't need to do any kind of complicated breathing routines or breathing exercises. Do what works for you. You might need to experiment a little bit and try a few different techniques to figure out your go-to, but keep it simple when you're starting out. I would recommend doing the breathing exercises when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed. If you want to do it in the afternoon, that's fine too. It's just that when you wake up in the morning, it's a great way to set the tone for your day and to set the intention. And if you do it before bedtime, it really helps you quiet down, your mind quiet down, and helps your body kind of loosen up and get ready for bed too. There are 2 that I really like that I use. I'll share those with you. One is the 4-7-8 technique, where you inhale for 4 counts, you hold your breath for 7 counts, and then you exhale for 8 counts. So this really helps to stimulate your vagus nerve. If you want to learn more about that, you can check out my previous video where I talk a lot about how to stimulate the vagus nerve. But what happens when you stimulate the vagus nerve is your parasympathetic nervous system kicks in, and it really helps you calm down, it really helps you relax, and it really helps you stay in the present. So I really like the 4-7-8 technique because the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. Something else that I like also is the alternate nostril breathing. I know it has a term in yoga as well. I believe it's Nadi Shodhana, but you can try that too, where you close one side of your nostril, you breathe in from the left side, you breathe out from your right, and then you breathe in from your right, and you exhale from your left. So you can do that. Again, as I said, keep it simple, keep it short, maybe just 5 or 6 rounds of any of the breathing techniques that you want to try. Just do that, see how it feels. And then if you want to add more, you can. The simpler you keep the whole process, the easier it's going to be to make it into a habit. And then the last tip is compassion. You want to practice compassion. What does that have to do with meditation? Well, everything. With compassion comes forgiveness, comes understanding, and comes the ability to keep going. There comes the ability to accept, let go, and keep marching forward. So compassion is very important. You can practice it in any way you see fit. Sometimes it's about not judging other people, not jumping to conclusions. Sometimes it's about really listening to what somebody has to say and just letting them know that you're there for them. Sometimes it's doing a good deed, it's, volunteering. So there's so much that falls under the umbrella of compassion. The whole point is to do it intentionally and to do it regularly. And then when you're ready and you feel like you are turning into this really compassionate person, you can also try the LKM meditation, or it's the loving kindness meditation. It's absolutely phenomenal. When you practice that, you are first giving yourself the love and compassion and understanding that you deserve. And once you give it to yourself, you extend it to, a spouse or a partner or somebody you know. Eventually, you extend it to someone you can't stand, somebody you can't tolerate. And then you extend it to your neighborhood, to your country, to the universe. So you're really spreading a lot of that compassion, a lot of that love, and a lot of that understanding. This meditation specifically, LKM, it can do wonders, and it can really help you if you're going through some issue in your personal relationships. It could be with a significant other, with a family member, with your child. If you hit that rocky patch, even with your colleagues at work or your boss at work. But if something feels rocky in a relationship and you're feeling angry and hurt, this is a great way to try to turn that anger and hurt into forgiveness and understanding, and to be able to move on. So I shared 5 ways with you, right? There's walking, there's Tai Chi, there's breath work, there's practicing compassion. So there are a few different ways that I've shared with you. Use these. These are simple. You can incorporate them on a daily basis. You don't need to really carve out even 30 minutes of your day. It's just 5 minutes here and there that you can utilize. They are non-traditional for the most part, except for the visualization. It's slightly more traditional, but it's pretty neat, right? Who wouldn't want to lie down, shut your eyes, loosen your body, and dream about your goals coming true? So try one, try all. Let me know how it goes. Let me know what you think about it. I've tried to make it really simple and easy. And remember, it's all about baby steps. Even if you do 2 minutes of this every single day for the next 7 days, for the next 14 days, eventually it will turn into a habit that you can then start to push even more. Maybe from 2 minutes you go to 5 to 10 or whatever number you're comfortable with. So thank you so much for tuning in. I hope your meditation practice takes off. I wish you all the very best. I will catch you here next week. In the meantime, I hope you have a fantastic week, and please remember to take care of yourself. Adios.